Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. Sorry, get comfy. This is going to be a reading for Taurus for the week of July 9th to the 15th. So we're going to jump right in. Messages for Taurus. What's up with my Taurians this week? Messages for Taurus. What's coming through for Taurus? Do 2 more shuffles. Wow, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups showing on the shuffle. We'll see what comes out though. Messages for Taurus for this week. What's coming through for Taurus? Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of these swords. Yeah, that totally came out. We'll talk about that in a second. Messages for Taurus, please. What's coming through for Taurians in this reading, please? It's too many. Thank you. One more, please. Show me where this energy is going. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. I like it. Okay, so the first card that came out, this deck has some kind of atypical meanings to the standard tarot meanings, but they also have descriptions of the energy depicted in the cards on the bottom. So you have the 9 of Swords, stereotypical 9 of Swords energy here. That's someone there, it says despair and cruelty on the bottom, so someone's having a hard time. This looks like crying yourself to sleep at night, having nightmares, unable to think straight or function or get out of bed is what I'm getting off with the despair and the cruelty aspect. Having nightmares. We have earthly power. This is kind of a rigid energy. It can be 2 ways in tarot. It can be somebody who it's either being way too careless with your finances or money, or way too stingy. You're either spending it all, or you're spending it all, not being wise with it, or you're not letting any of it go and you're hanging on to every pentacle. This is earthly power, but it's an energy of not being, what's the word, considerate of your finances or what you're giving and receiving around you to people or your circumstances around you. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles with harmonious change. This is good. This suggests a level of reciprocation coming in, or at the very least balance. The 2 of Pentacles is they're holding 2 pentacles, both of their hands are full. Quite often they're like up on one foot, you know, it's kind of like a flowy energy. 2s are all about choices, decisions, 2 paths. With this one, it's a balancing energy, but in this one it's balanced. She is totally her body is in flow with this card. The ship is in flow with the wave. It's yin and yang. She's not struggling. She's completely balanced. So that's good. So it's coming into balance. Harmonious change with this, you know, that's good. We have some victory in King of... Ooh. Wrapping up a cycle here. May have been a cycle that you've been working on since childhood, or patterns from childhood, or some inner child work. You could Google that if you're not sure what I mean. King of Wands and victory. That's a lot of like specifically Leo energy, but that's total confidence, charisma, feeling in your power here, and victory, which is good over this despair, cruelty. Some of you might be in a difficult relationship. If so, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of getting that. But this also might have to do with someone else that's not giving or receiving back or to you. But there is victory and attention being placed here. And this is like, I demand it. Like, I deserve it. Like that king there. And then we have material success on the main underlying energy. The Princess of Cups. Lots of cups here. Wealth indicated with the 10 of Pentacles. This is indicating contracts. There's a King of Pentacles. So here you are with the Hierophant. Oppression, despair, cruelty, oppression. Some of you are being limited by what? I'm not sure. We're going to get into that with this. But we have earned success. So think about the cards that are coming through here. So we have earned success, earthly power, material happiness, wealth, material gain. On the flip side, we have despair, cruelty, oppression, kind of feeling limited. We have illusionary success here. This is either a reading for someone who is dealing with a situation where there's money involved, whether they have it or they don't actually, and that's an illusion. But regardless of whether they have it, there's something about that either falling short or being kind of stifled within that. Or for some of you, maybe in like a domestic situation where there's some financial abuse going on, or you're dependent on this person. I'm sorry, I'm picking up on that for some of you with this despair, cruelty, and oppression. Some of you may be in a position where somebody is keeping control over you in a financial sense. Or for some of you, it's just being held back. For some of you, there's something kind of more that's wanting to peek through and calling you on an emotional level. There's a lot going on with this reading. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant coming through on the bottom. That's you straight up 100%. I call it the card of old things, but it's like contracts, commitments, obligations with the suppression and despair and cruelty. Can be like marriage contracts, but it's also can be like religion, belief systems, morals. King of Pentacles, there's definitely an energy here of some measure of financial success and wealth being very important in this reading. And then underneath that, we have material gain and wealth. So the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is abundant on their own. She's by herself in that garden. She's very grounded. There's a bird sitting on her finger. Wealth, right? It says material gain. I've got mine. Have you got yours? Together we make a foundation. Together we lay roots for a family. I want to see what comes through with this harmonious change, because with the rest of the cards that are coming out, it looks like being part of a contract or commitment or a foundation of sorts, whether it's a business or a home, a family, or I just heard inheritance too. But it's some form of legacy built over time. Could be a business, like I said, or like a marriage, a home. Two people in this energy come together. I want to see if that's what's coming in with this harmonious change. But for some of you, I am definitely feeling this oppression and despair within this established. I don't know why I'm hearing opportunity, but within this established business or contract or home vibration, what have you? Because we also have illusory success underneath that. There's a lot of worry going on as well. But the main underlying energy is that of cups. Material happiness, illusory success, right? This is wish fulfillment on every level, like independently. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, like they're both, that's just one person. It was one person in the other card, right? That's like, I'm feeling good, I'm enjoying life, I have everything I need financially and emotionally, my wishes are come true. For some of you, you have to be honest about this, especially for those that are in like a financial abuse type situation. For someone who's maintaining control over that, I won't be surprised if the Emperor comes out for this. We'll see. And then for some of you, there's the boat about... There's money and abundance and wealth and contracts all over this. And some measure of establishment. So for some, you're falling into this vibration with someone and that's the harmonious change that's coming in. Or for some, you're already in this position and you're like, with that illusory success with the Princess of Cups, there's a need to explore that or be honest about that. Between despair, cruelty, and oppression, I don't really feel the need to clarify this Nine of Swords. For some, like I said, with the Six of Cups, you're working on a pattern that you've been, or conditioning that you've been, you're wrapping this up. It's been with you since childhood. It was instilled in you through your values, your family, your... I don't want to say that, but I'm gonna, like, feeling trapped within your religious institutions or surroundings or beliefs. There's that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like the self. Working on breaking that. We're breaking free from that. There's that Ten of Wands, oppression again. So let's move on to earthly power. Giving and receiving. This is much more balanced. What this is, holding, it's either, again, it's being careless with your finances or your earthly power. I control it. I control who I give to, who receives from me, but not in a, I'm controlling it fairly and balanced. It's more like, today I'm gonna go and spend a bunch of money on this car or this house, and tomorrow I'm gonna, for the next like 6 months, I'm gonna withhold from my spouse or take control of the finances, and you know, it's kind of feeling like that. Itchy. Tell me about earthly power for Taurus, please. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are rejecting patterning and conditioning that have been with you since childhood, karmically even. The Star, Eight of Swords, Death. With this harmonious change, something is shifting about that. I just heard someone's being reasonable. For some of you, this is definitely control in a domestic situation. This can be with business as well, with that oppression. Like that person is the oppressor in this reading. They're maintaining tight control over this business, home, what have you, but not in a reasonable sense. Not in like, I'm doing this for the best of us, we have to pay these bills, that's why I'm doing this. It's more like abusive or with this oppression energy and despair and the cruelty aspect especially, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just selfishness, or it's just narcissism, maybe. That's what I'm getting off this energy. And then the star, though, this is good. Major for Aquarius. This is the so below to the star. So below, as above, so below. Wishes fulfilled on a very massive scale. This person, if it is like a domestic situation, that's like stripping someone of their financial or emotional freedom, this is kind of what they're selling you, or there's hope in this situation of some kind. With death, yeah, we have this victory here. There's that oppression, yeah, understanding it. There's a lack attached to this stinginess and control. That's very ungiving energy here. Maintaining that control or fear of lack. And that's why there's so much control. There's an understanding about this, and that's what's coming through. This is the oppression that's showing on the bottom of this deck. Understanding that, especially if you're in an abusive situation, and it's coming through like financial abuse. There could be some emotional there as well. Understanding that, dropping the burden of that for sure. And then we have the Sun, victory, death, a transition, letting that go, harmonious change. Sixes are all about harmony. This is victory, satisfaction, attention, a job well done, recognition. This is either getting out of this situation, letting it go. This person may be going through a shift, a change. The Sun is understanding, though. For some of you, it's just understanding your place in this situation, the end game, and having that understanding, getting the heck out of Dodge, moving on, maybe communicating about how you're feeling within this situation as well. With that Ace of Swords, this can be illumination. You're major there. That's happy outcomes, victory. Death, again, for some of you, you're just realizing that there is no victory in this situation. It's never going to happen. It's kind of over the dream, right? The hope, the fantasy of the wishes fulfilled. And for some of you, maybe this person is actually coming full circle when you communicate that. For some of you, you're just moving on, and then this harmonious change. So look at this next. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. For Taurus, please. Two of Pentacles for Taurus. Oh, yeah. Some of you, you're just balancing this hurt, but I want to get another card or two right here. Wish fulfillment. Some of you, you're going back to school, or you're starting your own venture to free yourself financially from this situation. That's what escape looks like to you. There's a final push involved with that. So Two of Pentacles to confirm the Two of Pentacles here. We have the 9 to the 10 of Swords. That's the breaking point. For some of you, that looks like that understanding about how oppressed you really are in this situation, being honest with yourself about that. For some of you, you're having a conversation with this person about that, and it's not going so well, or it causes hurt, or it kind of breaks something in the dynamic. 9 to the 10 of Swords, that's a lot of pain. Look how laid up those people are, but it's the end. It's the end. It can't go any further than that, and that's when it drops down to that 1 of Swords that we saw, right? That extra 1 of Ace of Swords can look like going from this, having communication, and that communication causes pain. That's the extra sword, bringing it to the 10, but it is also dropping down to the 1, which is understanding too. with the oppression, the despair and cruelty and oppression and that kind of trapped or burdened energy, having an understanding about that is painful, but it's necessary in order for change. Harmonious change, though, when it reaches this point, it's time to reset. There's the moon. Some of you are not communicating with this person. It's all going on behind the scenes. For some, this pain is very deep in emotions, or you're having intuitive hits with that understanding about the nature of this situation. Major for Cancer, but that is things behind the scenes. So again, for some of you, you're going back to school, like I said, or you're starting a side hustle to free yourself from this situation. You're not saying anything about it. For some of you, it's just very still waters run deep in your emotions with the situation. Yeah. Harmonious change, 8, 9, 10 of Swords. That's a lot of crying. That's a lot of bound, stuck energy. But with harmonious change coming out with this is a balancing act, right? This one's in flow. This is very stuck energy. Very stuck energy. But we have underneath that the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, look. This is collaborating to build, working with other people. For some of you, again, that's like inspiration or moving forward passionately or excitedly to like that going back to school energy, that building a side hustle, working with other people, or you're just bouncing because it's like, I need to work with others. I need reciprocation here. I need to be part of a foundation, you know, to build it. And then there's an understanding here on an emotional level about this Nine of Cups, this material happiness, and the honesty. Here's that control energy on the bottom too. That Emperor, that earthly power, control. So I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. I wish you guys all the best with this transition for whoever this reading is for. Until next time, take care.